Alright, hey, what's going on, fellas? I got a mail call the other day. I got the Spinetic I in stainless steel, and this is going to be my review. Alright, so this next part of the video, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be weighing out these spinners for you. Alright, so we're going to start off with the I. Put that on there, see what that looks like. Oh, shit. Scale turned off. Come on, scale, get your shit together. Alright, so we're at 61.5. And just to compare it to some other stainless ones that I have, Thrax comes in at 56.7. This big bastard of a spinner, 77. That's a fat bash. Then I got the rotor blade at 71. So, get to the next part of this vid. Damn, got a jet flying over right now. It's freaking crazy, scared me. Alright, so first things first, I made a whole talking list over here, talking points. The first thing I noticed as soon as I got this thing out of the package, and by the way, the packaging is pretty badass. Now it's a nice little square tin, and it's gonna have that little cutout in there. They always think about for you guys to take them out, so they put in those little finger cutouts. The first thing I wanted to talk about this thing is the new lock ring that it has. The new lock ring is now flush with the body. So let me take these buttons off and show you what I mean. Shit, they've been off, huh? Oops. Alright. So the new lock ring is flush. You'll see now that it's inside the body on the outside, and it doesn't show up on the edges. So you can see that there in the video. Let me focus. There you go. There you go. So yeah, it's flush in the body now compared to you know, its brothers, the X and the Y. Take these buttons off. And by the way, all these spinners that I'm showing you are all stainless steel. These are just heat treated. So you can see that the lock ring on this one, it is elevated off of the body. So you can see that difference. You know, when you're looking at these spinners, when you're spinning them in your hand. Especially a lot of people, they're going to want to observe them. They're going to want to look at them when they're spinning them. Let's see here. Come on, buttons, work with me. There you go. The spin is great, man. Spin is amazing. Like all Spinetic spinners, you're just gonna get a smooth spin all the way. You know. I will say they, you know, I don't know, man. There's still a little bit of hot spots on it. Not as bad as it was before. Oh my god, this is one of the original X's. This thing was fucking sharp when I got it. And I was able to get some of those edges down using sandpaper. But yeah, man, the edges were pretty bad on the first X and Ys. And they did tone them down a bit. This one, it does seem like they did took down some of the edges on it. But just the corners are still kind of pointing on these things. So, you know, just be aware of that. The arms are fat. The arms are super fat on this freaking spinner. You know, comparing it to the Y, which has the second fattest arms, and then you got the X. You know, you can see the size of those arms. If you want to compare these things side by side like that, if you put these right next to each other, this is almost as wide as that. It's both of them. It's crazy how wide these arms are. But I wouldn't prefer it any other way. You know, it has almost the same thickness as a Thrax in terms of the width. You know, almost the same height. But this is a $30 spinner. This is 120 bucks. So, you know, for a beginner, this is a perfect intro spinner, man. Especially if you're not sure if you want to, which one you want to jump between these. You know, for most people that are buying these, and that's pretty much anybody over 18. You know, I see a lot of high schoolers, I see a lot of middle schoolers using those plastic ones. You know, no hate for that, but eventually when they get jobs and they can afford them, they're going to start buying these nicer ones. And just these three alone, you can buy for under 100 bucks or close to 100 bucks. Compared to, you know, this is 130 bucks, but you got to wait, you know, months to get it. This is 120 bucks, but you got to wait for the drops. You know, this one's same thing. You got to wait for the drops. All of these are, you know, highly sought after rare spinners. But these ones aren't. These ones come in stock almost every Friday, which is the best part about Spinetic, man. You know, shout out to those dudes for always having stock. You know, I just ordered a bunch of little mini tanks off of those dudes, And you know, they're in Arizona, I'm in San Diego, so it only took 2 days for this thing to get to me. Let's see here, what else was I going to talk about? Oh yeah, the freaking Wobble. You know what? Get the fuck out of here. You're going to have Wobble in any bar spinner. And you know, yeah, when you turn it like this, and you're a freaking dumbass, of course it's going to slow down. But it's a bar spinner. You're meant to be able to feel some of that feedback. That's some of the best parts about it. You know, some spinners get this right, some spinners get this wrong. I can tell you right now, all of my bar spinners, including the I, all have that perfect amount of feedback, where when you're spinning them, you can slightly feel that wobble. It lets you know that it's in your hand. You know, some of these other spinners that I pointed out right now, these guys, some of them are too smooth. You know, the Thrax, when I first got it, man, that thing was way too smooth. But after I took did a cleaning and I took that oil out of the bearing, you know, I like the feedback that it gives me. And if I ever want to go back to that smoothness again, I can just put some bearing oil in it. You know, same goes for these other two. But definitely in terms of the I, it's smooth right out of the box. I know I'm jumping from thing to thing to thing, but you know, I'm trying to get a lot covered through this video. So yeah, in terms of smoothness, this is just the same as those other three guys. I will tell you this, in terms of rusting for the bearings, you know, these are Chinese made spinners. They are going to come with the steel R188 bearings. You know, it was brought up before that, you know, these bearings are susceptible to rust. Don't worry about that, as long as you follow some guidelines for, you know, taking care of any spinner that you have in your pocket. A lot of people tend to carry these things in their hands, and when you carry this in your hand, the oils from your hand and the moisture from your hand, unless you got some dry ass hands, are going to be getting into your bearing, and that's going to create some rust. You're going to notice that maybe after a week or two of constant use, that your spin times are going to slow down. There's two ways you can avoid that. You can either oil your bearing, and it's not going to spin for as long, but it's going to be even smoother, and it won't get any oxidation on it. Or you can wait those 1-2 weeks, and you're going to have to clean your bearing out. And it's not going to be just oxidation. Oxidation is going to happen over time regardless. You know, there's no way you're going to be able to keep your bearing 100% dry all the time, unless, you know, you keep it in your tin with the dry pack. But anyways, yeah, you're not going to be able to prevent that from happening. And cleaning these bearings is one of the easiest things you can do, just because of the way the lock ring is set up. Now, you can get a coin, and you can put that into that slot. Spinetic now sells a little tag that you can fit right in there and twist it off. It makes removing this bearing, you know, super easy. And just, you know, giving it a quick rinse with dish soap and water, and then blow dry that off while you're spinning it, or use alcohol, blow dry it off when you're spinning it. You can use either way just to clean your bearings out. Sorry about that. I love the way the grips feel when you get them brand new. They give you that texture, that feel, that, you know, that grip. This thing's not coming out of my hand, no way. Especially I'm doing double pinch on my finger over here. Anyways, so yeah, man, this is a badass spinner. You need to get one. It's only 30 bucks. Let me know if you want me to review another spinner. I guess I'm a review guy now, according to Reddit. Thanks, Reddit. Alright, fellas, have a good one. Peace.